Hey everybody, today I'm going to be making some big changes in the LEGO City. Now these are on top of some changes that I recently made after my last review when I didn't have enough room for any new sets in the city. Since then I've even added the Avengers Tower. So it was getting pretty crammed, and here's the solution. So in this raised platform here, got some construction going on. Got the fire station. That still needs to be put on a Mills plate. The Lego store has been brought back. We've got the old lady's house here. And here's the Natural History Museum. And currently the mall is up here. So everything is going to change. I'm going to shuffle some stuff around. I've got some new road plates and some new parts. So I'm going to go ahead and make some changes, and I'll see how that looks in a little bit. All right, we are back. And as you can see, there's been a lot of changes. Let's start the tour with the downtown area. Here I've relocated the diner to a more prominent position. You can see the really cool wraparound window and the stairs that lead up to the back. There's a spiral staircase back there. You see all the great details on this side of the building. Really cool building. The one drawback of this building is always been trying to find a good location for it in the town. But, you know, the weird architecture actually works pretty well next to the weird architecture of Avengers Tower. Here in the downtown area in all its glory. So amazing. Got Eric Selvage up there, and Iron Man and Ultron, and I've switched out some of the characters for different versions. This Ultron is not the one that came with the set. This is more of like the Ultron Prime, final version of Ultron, whereas the one that came with the set was his first version. So this is some Chitauri's here, and we have Loki, followed by the Wasp. You got Black Widow jumping down from ship to ship. I don't know what those things are called. Got the Incredible Hulk here, smashing into the wall and slamming that Chitauri. Feel bad for that guy, as you can see. Then we've got some of the, what are these things called? The Outriders? Yeah, we got some Outriders chasing this taxi, but the Black Panther is bouncing around and attacking them. Really cool. This is the gift with purchase for the Avengers Tower. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. I love those new clear attachments. It really looks like he's bouncing. It's like an action thing, which I really appreciate. So as we go a little further down the street, you can see the boutique hotel. We've got a new bush that I put out front, a little topiary bush, because I did not care for the palm tree. I did not care for the palm tree that was located there before, so I went ahead and made this, and I think that works out a little better for it. All right, now on the opposite side of the street, we have the ramen noodle shop, which is a updated custom version of the original set. It's based on the same design, but I souped it up by completing the back side of it and adding this, changing up the sign so that it could be seen from both sides. It's pretty cool. That way it can also be seen from driving down the street as opposed to just being on the side of the building. And then on the back side here, you can see that I made it so these, what were supposed to be blinds, I've kind of turned them into awnings, and I think that's kind of cool. Bigfoot is still here, and he's watching this bird, and meanwhile, while he's watching the bird, he's being watched by these two guys over here. There's two of them now. There used to just be one, now there's two. they're multiplying. So next door to the ramen noodle shop, we have the Parisian restaurant. Looks like some of the turtles are here to help out with the problems over at Avengers Tower. Got some people going down the street. I love that little bathtub motorcycle guy. It's a really cool motorcycle. All right, next to the Parisian restaurant, we have the corner garage. And it's not the greatest angle for it, which is kind of a bummer because I do like to see into the garage bays, but I'm not going to be able to do that with it set here. But, you know, everything's in flux, so there's some more buildings that are coming soon, and this may not be the final home for the corner garage, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, in the meantime, it's here, and let's see, on the roof, besides the turtles over here and these Bigfoot hunters, we also have Thor throwing his lightning bolt, or throwing his hammer with a lightning bolt at Ultron. That's really cool, that new lightning piece for his hammer. I think that's pretty awesome. So then up here on the roof of the corner garage, it looks like Deadpool is trying to get out on the action, or maybe he's just eating fried chicken. I'm not really sure. But then you got Hawkeye here. He is aiming over here at this one of those giant creatures from the Avengers. But you can see that Wolverine is over here taking care of business. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, so then at the end of the street here, you can see there is the brownstone over here. Underneath Wolverine and this big monster, you have the detective's office, which is still one of my favorite modulars. And this one here has an extra floor to it, so that's why it might look a little different. If you're wondering, well, why does it look so tall? So yeah, that has an extra floor. Next to it, we have the fire station, which I haven't done a video on yet, but here it is, and it's so it's a new placement in the city. It was kind of in the background before, so I mean, I've shown it, but this is its first official placement. And then I have the brick bank, and on the roof of that we have Gargantos, as they call them in the movies, Shumagorath from the comics. We have Cthulhu on his head. Got War Machine over here trying to take care of business. Got Doctor Strange up here also trying to give him a hand. Got the City Pizza. Over here we have Ant-Man's van, or maybe it's Luis's van, I'm not sure, but inside there is a guy who, I'm saying it's Luis. I don't know if he looks like him entirely. Let's just say he's Luis in disguise. All right, across from the brick bank, we have the Sanctum Sanctorum. Got an ice cream truck out here. Me and my dog walking down the street. Next door to the Sanctum Sanctorum, we have Peter Parker's apartment and the pizza shop. Santa being driven around by a reindeer in this cool alternate build for the limo of the Palace Cinema. This is a rebrickable model by a person named Cricky, I want to say. I really like a lot of their builds. A lot of really cool stuff on there. This was one I kind of modified it a little bit, put some black parts in places where it was showing, but you know, gave me a starting point, and then you modify it, you know, as you do with Lego. So that's really cool. And yeah, over here, the sandwich shop still in the same location. Actually, yeah, the pizza shop and Peter Parker's apartment have been here for a little bit as well, but I hadn't done a video really discussing it much. So yeah, here I got the sandwich shop. Of course, as usual, Scooby and Shaggy hanging out at the sandwich shop. Got a little dog back there in the corner eyeing that other sandwich. Over here in the park, you know, business as usual. We still got this little scene with the skunk and these people trying to capture it, and this little guy trying to get some good footage, hiding in the corner. All kinds of little things going on. Just got that little lizard down there from one of the gifts with purchase. I love that little thing. It's a little friends lizard, but he's so cool. So over here, I got a little, what was that? Socks the cat, I think, checking out this bird in the tree. So hopefully he's just trying to make friends. And yeah, so that wraps around pretty well for the downtown area. Still got this alley going between the back of the buildings here that needs to be finished up, tiled off, and all that stuff. So still waiting to get some parts for that. And also, whenever you see any of these bright areas coming through like this, eventually I'll be raising up the road enough to hide that. And so that won't be there. I just wanted to kind of figure out how many road plates I was going to need for each area before I got the parts in and raised this up. So that's what's going on with that. That's what those bright colors are. Those are just the bricks that are inside the mills plate. So yeah, that's not a design choice. Anyway, so up here we go up to the I guess Uptown area, and we have over here in the corner we have the old lady's house, who has the secret basement, which if you saw my Halloween video you'll know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna go into that right now because I can't even reach it, which is a real shame because it is a fun building. But I got the little slushy truck in front here. I love any kind of food truck. I don't know about anybody else, but every time I get one, I have to switch the design so that it works out for driving in the United States, so that people will be able to get the the stuff from this side, because they always do it the other way, where this side is where the window is and the other side opens up like this for play features. But this way, when they come up to this side of the truck, they can get served here. So that's just something I do with pretty much every food truck that I get, unless they're like the city pizza truck. That one there has openings on both sides, so you don't have to do that, which is a great design, and that's really cool. I actually think that's probably a better design. But you know, this is a different style. So, but that's what I do every time I get one, is I switch the sides, and that way it makes sense, and we don't have kids standing in the street to get their ice cream, or adults standing in the street to get their ice cream. Anyways, back to the tour. Now we have the new Natural History Museum placed, and that's really cool. Looks really nice. A lot of the people on the sidewalk seem to all be distracted by this large dinosaur that looks like it's about to eat this little popcorn guy. But I noticed he's got a large smile on his face, and it looks like he may be getting the autograph of this dinosaur, and that maybe this guy with a hat, he is planning on getting his little dinosaur statue signed. So that just goes to show you that just because he's big and scary doesn't mean he's a monster. I mean, look at this guy. You know, here he's trying to kill War Machine, Doctor Strange, and all that. But look, he's got feelings. Little teddy bear. See that? Did anybody ask Gargantos how he was feeling today? Probably not. You think Cthulhu asked Gargantos how he was feeling today? Not likely. Anyways, back to the tour. We've got the Palace Cinema. Everybody out there to see the dinosaur. Got some people driving by, some people at the ticket booth. Here you got the bookstore and the pet store. And you know, they don't sell pets in this pet store. This is just a pet supply store. All the animals that are inside there are just belong to the owners. And they just bring them into work and let them hang out and talk to the people. Over here, we've got the Lego store, which has been brought back to town by popular demand. Outside, you've got some of the regular patrons. And you've got this guy selling ice cream. He's really into his job. I hope they pay him enough to dress up like that. Over here, you've got this guy who sells produce outside of this little store. And you've got the Grand Emporium with a Santa Claus outside and a snowman. Got some people. Yep. And so yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Oh, we've got Batman up here and a Christmas tree decoration. So, oh yeah, and over here we've got Bartman, all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, look at that. And even over here, running into the action, we've got Moon Knight. All kinds of stuff going on if you just look around. But don't look over here. There's nothing going on here. Nothing at all. Nothing to see here. Yet. Eventually there'll be something to see there. But for now, this is what we've got. One of the plans I have is to build a wall between these two sections here, and that way it won't just look like a big open area. And I also am going to be building some sort of tunnel facade back here that'll look like vehicles drive into the tunnel here and maybe come out of the tunnel up here, and that's how people get up to this level of street. So I think that'll be kind of a interesting way to deal with how people get up to here, because I'm not going to build a hill or anything like that, because it would take so much space to make a hill that was useful. As always, I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. Let me know what you think of the new layout. If this is your first time here and you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I do videos like this. Sometimes I do custom mocks, and sometimes I do reviews. So if that's the kind of thing you like, come on back. Have a great day, everybody.